My name is Ryan Lucky, and I am the Vice President and Project Manager at Bedient Pipe Organ. I knew that there had been an organ. I read about it in a newspaper clipping or something long time ago in an article, and but didn't know who to contact or how to find out if it was still there, if it was there, if it was playable, if it had been altered or anything. And so I was talking about this with Rosalind Monson, who's an organist in Boston, but she's originally from Northeast Nebraska. Apparently she played a recital here back in the 80s, either shortly before or after the church closed. And so she gave me the contact information, and I sent out 8 or 9 letters to different people and different groups trying to find out more information, and got a call back from Roger Damas, who is the caretaker of the church. So I got in touch with him, and he said, yeah, the organ is still there, and it's playable, and you can come and check it out sometime if you like. And so I was in the area one day about 2 years ago, made the trip out here and visited the church and saw the organ, and I thought, wow, this is really special. This is something that we need to save, and we need to find a good home for it where people can appreciate it. One day, got an email out of the blue from Father Schneider down in Missouri, and he was looking for something just like this, and so this all fell into place and worked out really well. So in the first day, we set up all of our equipment. We've got quite a bit of stuff that goes along with an organ removal like this. So we got all of that set up and ready to go, and then we got all of the pipes packed. Those are all packed into trays and ready to load onto the truck, transport back to Lincoln. And we also had a lot of the swell box disassembled. The swell shade front was still in place, but the sides and the back were all down, and it was a matter of a few screws to take out to get the swell front down. So we decided that was a good stopping point and saved our energy for the next day to remove the swell front. We are planning a complete restoration for this organ, repairing anything that needs to be repaired. Some work was done on the wind chest. Back in the 1970s, there were cracks and runs in the table. Those had been repaired, but we'll need to really get into the wind chest to find out if it's worth keeping those or if we need to do some more extensive work on the wind chest. But all of the leather will be replaced, new pallets in the wind chest, new stoppers in the flute. Those are in pretty bad shape. And we're also going to do some major reconstructive work on the wind system. When the organ was restored, so to speak, in the 1970s, they removed the original double-rise reservoir with feeder bellows, and they installed a couple of supply house reservoirs. And we are getting rid of those reservoirs and building a new replica double-rise in the style of Pfeffer, and that will be included in the restoration project as well. Here at Trinity Lutheran, the organ was centered in the rear balcony, but in the new location, it will be situated in a corner. And so we will not have access to through the back of the organ or through the left-hand side as you're seated at the key desk. But fortunately on a Pfeffer, the side panels all come off very easily for access, so that shouldn't be a problem to get in under the organ to service the wind system. We will need to make a small door to go into the top part of the case. There will be a very narrow opening where we will be able to get through to tune, but I consider that to be a relatively minor change, especially considering the fact that if we don't do this, it's probably going to go into a burn heap.